welcome. Today we're here to talk about the Keestrack K4 scalping screen, also known as a direct feed screen. The direct feed screen was first designed by Keestrack, and so today we're going to talk about a lot of the features around this machine and how it's progressed from 20 years ago to now. So we've got here is the centre of intelligence with the PLC controller here. This is dust proof and vibration proof. So from the controller we run everything, so whether we're going to be doing the hydraulics on the machine setup or the operation of the plant. So we've got two sectors there. We can either run it individually, so the side belts individually or the feeder. Otherwise we just go auto start and it actually starts the machine up in sequence. So alongside with the intelligence here, we've also got the handheld remote. Quite a unique feature to the handheld remotes on the Keestracks. It's got the auto start and auto stop functions, along with your feeder stop and start, your feeder speed adjustable, and also you can actually track the machine while in operation. This is really unique to Keestrack because they're running the load sense hydraulic pumps in them. The great features on that is safety, so the excavator operator can stay on the stockpile and bring the machine towards them without having to hop out and change over to auxiliaries function and then hop back to the machine again. So less movements is quite critical, and also machine uptime, so we can continue processing material without having to stop the plant. Now move on to the donkey part of the machine. So we're running a Cat C 4.4 in this model. I mentioned earlier about the pump system. On the Keestrack we've got the load sense pump, so it's a piston pump rather than a geared pump. The advantage of this system, it actually lowers your fuel efficiency by about 25%. So in other competitors' machines, to adjust your belt speeds, you're actually running through a flow restrictor, whereas this is going through load sense valves. What that means is the energy's taken to where the resource is required. So if we're going to go and track the machine, obviously there's more flow to the tracks rather than to the actual operation of the plant. So that's the intelligence sending the energy towards that source. Through here we've got the diesel tank. Keestrack run a stainless steel diesel tank. Mainly the point of that is for cleanliness of material, no corrosion inside the tank, and also if it came to a point where you're running biofuels. Around the engine compartment, access to the engine's always been a bit of an issue with these scalping screens. The Keestrack, quite uniquely, have got a lot of access. So the back door here, open her up, and we've got access to our filters, our batteries, our dipstick. So right there, making it easy for our mechanics. And draining our oil via a tap. So here we've got a control valve. We can actually run the plant off this valve if we've got any problems and we're trying to diagnose any issues. Then our access to our fuel and hydraulic tank. So once again, everything's out there in the open and easy for us to get to. So with the Keestracks, all the framework and all the steelwork and the hopper you see here, that's all made out of Domex steel. The advantage of Domex steel, it actually reduces your transport weights, but it adds your strength for the whole machine. So in the hopper we run 7-cube hopper as standard, and in the rear wall here, pretty hard to see it, but it actually drops pins and pistons here for transport. And we can actually split the back wall and pinch it again. So if we're direct feeding a jaw crusher or an impact into this plant, keep the volume there, but also means that we don't have to stick the two machines. So we're now sitting inside the apron feeder. The apron feeder is unique to Keestrack. This with the system being sealed and through the joins between each cleat. What's so important about that is when it's coming over this tipping point here, it's actually not opening up the aprons and letting the material feed inside. You might say, well, why not go for a belt on these? Well, the unique with this system, we can take an 800mm rock, whereas a belt cannot take that. And in actual fact, these will last the life of the machine, whereas a belt, you could go through 3, 4, or 5 sets of belts. So the investment cost of an apron feeder pays itself off. So we're now sitting at the bottom of the screen box. This area is quite important because this here gets a lot of impact from the big rocks. So we've mentioned about 800mm rocks coming over here. What a lot of companies have, or brands of machines, is impact pads sitting under the conveyor belt here. They're designed to take a bit of a shock off the belt and saving the belt. Keestrack have gone one step further. So on the K4 here, we've actually got another mat under here with big springs taking that tension. So when the rock enters this sector, it actually hits in this area and that absorbs the shock of the rock or the impact, and then flows on further up to impact pads up the conveyor. Essentially what this gives the end user is longer life out of conveyor belts, therefore giving a more machine up top. Keestrack run a couple of clear scrapers on the belts, so there's one at the top here. So if we get any spillage of material, it comes along here, hits this, and diverts off to the side. We also have one right at the bottom, just in front of the tail drum. Through here, we've got our fold assembly on the wing conveyors. So it's quite an awesome engineering feat design here. So just set up nice and easy, flip it in, and then that keeps that material within the bay of the conveyor. On the right hand side conveyor, we've got nice and easy access. So just fold our pins down and open up the rear door. So in the event of a blockage or a stall of the belt, we've got excellent access. So if you're into shoveling, this is nice and easy to get to. Also, the feature on this is you can actually reverse this belt and swap it around, so we've got two side belts coming off the one side. So once again, we've got ease of access. Now set the machine up in the screen change mode or maintenance mode, so we can access anything on the other side conveyor and then follow through here to change our meshes. But mainly, you'd actually come in through the right hand side belt. You can see our screen adjusters. So on the Keestrack K4, we're actually running the load sense hydraulic pump system. The advantage of this is it actually give you a fuel saving cost of about 5,500 litres of fuel per year. So the other point of it is it means our hydraulic reservoir doesn't need to be so large. So that's because our cooling system through our hydraulic steel lines through the plant dissipates the heat a lot better than hydraulic hoses.